morning.
Good
Hi, Pinky.
morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good evening pala sa good evening
Oh,
to
sa-
me. Good
oh
morning to
yes, sorry.
you. Yes.
And good morning to me. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Saturdays with Pinky and Leslie. How have you been, Pinky?
I'm been good. Thank
That's
you.
great.
How
That's
about
great.
you?
I am great. I am all good. I'm perfect. Yes. And so today we have another guest who is a lovely mompreneur from Alberta, Canada. And then before we bring her in, Pinky and I will first reintroduce ourselves. So once again, my name is Leslie. And I am the owner of this business page. I am originally from the Philippines and now living in New Zealand for almost 6 years now. Yay, we have 2,000 viewers.
Yes.
um, I am here with my husband and our 7 year old kid. And I have been in sales management and marketing for 15 years and an online business owner for over a year now. How about you, Pinky?
Yes, hi again. Good morning, Les again, and good afternoon to everyone. To me, it's good evening. So, good evening in the Middle East. My name again is Pinky. I'm the owner of Pinky K, and of course, a wife and a mom of lovely three. Actually, we are only three here because my husband has been working abroad, so he's now in Japan. We are currently living here in Sharjah, another state of UAE, and been decade in Dubai first before we shifted here. I'm a former executive secretary and have been working in a corporate world for 13 years, but now a full-time mompreneur and or a business entrepreneur.
All right. So, without further ado, let me bring our guest. Let me bring in our guest for today, our kababayan, a fellow Bisda, Alice Aquino. Wait, let me just bring her in. There you go.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning, Alice.
Good
Good
afternoon to
afternoon.
Good
Ali.
afternoon to you. Yes. Um,
Sometimes time zone can be confusing.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is very, very confusing. So, welcome to Saturdays with Pinky and Leslie. It's so lovely to have you here with us today. Thank you
Yes,
for
thank you so
gracing
much
us.
for the
Welcome.
invite.
Yes, thank
Of
you
course.
for joining us today.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, of course. And thank you for the invite.
All right. So, to start, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background and what it is that you do?
Hi everyone. Good afternoon once again. My name is Alice, originally from the Philippines, just like Leslie and Pinky, and now living here in Edmonton, Canada. We migrated here since 2011, so almost
Mm,
11 years. Yeah.
wow.
Yes, when we first migrated, we only have one kid, and now we have three. And
It's good.
my
It's nice.
I'm a nurse by
Blessing.
profession, and well, he's the
Hey,
he's the only
hello.
girl. So
Wow.
Yes. Cutie cute.
so thank you. I'm a nurse by profession, but being an immigrant, it was hard to go back to school for another 2 years and continue nursing, and at the same time pay your bills. Bills doesn't wait. So
Yeah, it
um,
doesn't.
so I needed to go to work. So I used to work three jobs before when we first arrived here. So I used to work three jobs. My husband used to work two jobs. And it was crazy.
Mm.
And just like any immigrants, that's how most of us, I think, if has started. We started
Yeah,
from the
true.
bottom and then going up. So, like I said, but then again, I used to work in a healthcare field, but I hurt
Hmm.
my back, so I went back to school and took up AutoCAD course, and that's
Mm.
how I landed my job as a document controller in an engineering company. I know
Oh,
it's
wow.
crazy.
That's a very big
It's
shift.
crazy. Yes, 360. You can't imagine. I'm crying like every day after I I was crying every day because I know nothing about engineering. But I stayed there for 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that's my career for 8 years until I had my maternity leave with my little girl. And
Mm-hmm.
pandemic hits,
Mm.
and they told me I don't have work to go back to. Fortunately, I started this business 3 months prior, 3 months after my maternity leaves. I'm not sure how it is in New Zealand and in UAE, but here in Canada we have a 1 year maternity leave.
Oh yeah, we have we
And
have we have the same as
yeah,
well.
the same too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Months, I
three
guess, for
months in
us.
6 months. Okay.
Yes.
So we have, for us, it's 1 year. Actually, you can choose between 1 year to 18 months, 12 to
Mm.
18 months.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just choose 1 year, but it's the same thing. I don't have work to go back to. So I
Mm-hmm.
started, but now I went back to school again. So I'm a studentpreneur, taking up
Mm-hmm.
business administration, entrepreneurship, and innovation.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, but that's nice because in time of uncertainties, at least you have this as a backup, right?
Yes,
Now you
True.
don't have
actually,
to
I
problem at
that
all.
was actually a blessing in disguise. I wasn't
Yes.
really, I was just looking for something that I can do online while on my maternity leave. Even though we are supported by the government during our maternity leave, it's only like 55% of our bi-weekly salary.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't. It's not that it wasn't enough, but it's just enough. It's just enough.
Yes,
So
correct. And it's important that we have really something with us, not only that we can't rely to anyone at all, right? Like
Yeah,
even
true.
yes,
your husband. Like for me, I just I'm feeling like I have to have my own too, because it's
yeah,
really different if you have some source of income for yourself as well.
yes,
So
absolutely.
anyway, Alice, I know that you have been in the business for quite a while now. So, what do
Yeah.
you think? What is your reason why you started working online, aside from what you have said earlier? Then, what are the changes
Okay.
after?
Yeah. I started my like 4 years ago when when my second born, he had a head surgery.
Mm-hmm.
He has water in his head that
Oh, okay.
then they needed to drain it. Otherwise, he's going to be he's gonna have hydrocephalus and
Hydrocephalus.
going to be
Mm.
delayed. Yeah.
Okay.
So at 16 months, he had a head surgery, and from then I was looking for something that I can do. But my mentality back then was anything online is a scam. And you know
Yeah.
what?
Yes, all of us. I
Going
Anything that you
back,
can't touch.
all of
Yeah.
us.
right? Yeah, and that was 4 years ago, and that's this business is kind of like just started, and I was
Uh-huh.
always telling myself, if only I gave it a chance. I wonder
Oh,
where
same
I
with
could
me.
be right now,
Mm.
right? So,
Yeah.
but that's the start. I was looking. I've seen this opportunity even then, but I just ignored it until I had my maternity for this little girl right here. And that's when I really, I told my husband, like, with all the MRI, with for my second son, with all the MRI doctor's appointment, it's so hard to manage our time, and it's so
Mm-hmm.
hard to ask permission every time
Oh, true
because
that. Yeah.
you're working, and they I need to be, I need to be how do you say that one, to think of
Oops.
my job as well. I can't just,
Mm-hmm.
I can't just say, okay, I'm not going to work today. So I have to ask permission, and it was so hard to manage my time until I had my maternity leave for my second with my third. And that's when I really focused on looking for something, and that's how I decided, and that's how I found this opportunity again.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think are the changes after, now that you're in this business? What are the
Mm.
changes from your life before than now?
Yeah, well, there's a lot. There's so many that I can share with when it comes to changes, because the changes for me
It's
is
okay.
not
We'll be here for a
only
week. It's fine. You can
Yes,
share
no.
everything.
can also stay all night long. No problem with me. I'm used to it.
But it's not just the changes is not just financial. It's not just but
True.
it personally, I'll start with for the personal change. I've learned to be more patient. I have 3 kids, but patience with 3 kids is different.
Yeah,
you know
totally true.
with
Could
this
just imagine.
business.
Yes.
I know, with this business, my patience just reached its peak. That I've learned to just settle things accordingly, and
Yeah,
not
true.
just like, right. And I don't cram anymore. I don't worry too much. I just do it, one it's like one step at a time, and that's how I did it. I've learned so much skills in this business. So I'm not really a tech savvy, although I love just the basic, just the
Yes.
basic browsing. But right now, I've learned to create videos. I've learned to edit my pictures. There's so many that I've learned. And another thing is, I've gained so much friends. I told my
Mm,
husband, if
yeah.
if we go to Germany, I know somebody from Germany. If
Yeah.
we go
Yes.
to,
That's so
like,
true.
So
and then
true.
like if I go to Hawaii, I already have friends that say like, if you come here to Hawaii, let me know and we can show you around. So
Yeah,
I've
true.
gained so much friend. We never met in person, but the connection is better than
Yes.
it's
Mm-hmm.
better than the connection with someone you actually meet in person.
Yes.
So
It's like actually we're family already. That's what I'm always telling.
yeah,
You feel like you're a family already, even without
yeah,
even meeting each
absolutely.
other.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely. And you're never alone. You're never alone in this business. And that's one thing. Plus, I think the most change that I would say that really helped me with my everyday life, everyday undertaking is just the personal development. Um, I used to be pessimistic. Like, I don't see well, not that I don't see the positive in things, but it's more of, I used to be I used to be that kind of person, like,
Yeah, me too.
if there's something that happened, I always say like, oh, because I'm like this,
Mm.
because I'm not enough. But right now, it changed. Like, it totally
Yes.
shift my
Mindset.
I think my mindset. Like, it's
Yes.
the mind setting is like, because you can be with any groups. You can have so many groups as much as you can, that you can resonate. So if you want to be with with a group that's more on the spiritual side, there's group for that in the community, and you don't have
Yeah.
to talk about business in that group. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about, graces and blessings. And so
Yeah.
Yes.
it's all about positivity, and that's what
Yeah.
I've been learning, although I'm not into there yet. But I already started the journey, and I
Mm-hmm.
know for a fact that I am more positive now compared to 2 years ago.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
True.
Same with me. Same with me as well. Though I'm not pessimistic as well, but I tend to I I ba- I keep telling myself that I balance being pessimistic and optimistic, but then I learn more on being pessimistic. That
Yes.
I just program my mind that I have to think of negativity as well, because I don't want myself to expect too much. But of course,
Mhm.
if you're leaning towards that, that's where everything goes. So if you're leaning
That's
too much
true.
on the negativity, that's where it pulls you. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
that's what changed within me as well. So that
Mm.
that that was a great sharing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And then you've had this successes in your business. You've had reached a
Mhm.
couple of milestones already. So
Yes.
what for you is the recipe for success?
I think uh there's the I've been asked about this a couple of times, and I've been thinking really like, like, what is it? But at the end of the day, one of the pillars in this business is always telling us it's up to us on how we run our business, right? So as for me, I would like to be as honest as possible to my potential business partners. So
Mm-hmm.
whether or not they decide to join the business, whether or not they, they already want to move on onto the next step, even before they move on to the next step, they already know everything,
Mm-hmm.
because I always tell them I want them to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to be sure of their decision. I want them to know what's going on. Because if my mentality is I just want money, I think
Yeah.
my business partners are. I have so many business partners already, but what's
Mm-hmm.
in it? They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
blame me if this is not going to work for them, and I don't like
True.
that. I don't like that. So for me, I think it would be it would be honesty. I want them
Yeah.
to know what's going on before they even start the business.
True.
And
That's a
that's
good
for me.
foundation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always tell my business partners, that's how I do it, but it's up to you on how you want to run your business.
Yeah.
If you're just here for the money, of course we are all here for the
Yeah.
money, but I
Ultimately, that's
would
the
like,
reason. Yeah.
right? But I want to have a business partner that's ready, because once they're ready, whatever happens, they're going to embrace that difficulty. This is a
Yes.
Yeah.
business,
Correct.
then just like any other business, we experience a lot. It's
Yeah.
Yes.
not
Mm-hmm.
always it's not always flowers and rainbows. there's
True that.
there's there's still like rains and thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm.
And so um and so at least when they know that it's bound to happen, they are prepared mentally for it,
Yeah.
right? So for
Yeah.
me, I, as much as possible, I from the very start, as soon as they start asking me about the business, I tell them everything, but not at one setting. I What
Mm-hmm.
they ask, that's how I answer. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't give them extra information unless they ask for it.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Mm.
So, but yeah. So that's just for me. I just as the moment they start asking is honesty. That's just my, I think that's just the recipe for me.
Yeah, true. And
But
as an entrepreneur, we also came from that side as well, where
Yes,
yeah,
how we
we
exactly.
have a
start.
lot of questions. Yeah, and
Yes.
Yeah,
we have that instant belief that this is something that can generate money quickly. But
quickly,
then
Overnight.
yes.
yeah, but then that's why we have mentors, we have coaches, and we
Yeah,
have the other business owners that we can ask the reality of the business, because because
exactly.
of
That's the
yeah,
thing.
because of the environment nowadays. A lot of people are saying join this because this is a get rich quick scheme. So
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah, you can't blame as well if other people think that way. Whatever
yes,
they meet online, it's something that will make them get rich quick. But for
that's
us, it's
true.
different. It is just
Yes.
like a normal business where you
Mm-hmm.
have to persevere, you have to give something for you to be able to take
Yeah.
something as well. So yeah,
Yes.
so that's
Exactly.
the reality
Because
of it.
I've
Yeah.
heard I've heard a lot that's been telling me I'm open to everyone, and I'm, as much as I can, I help in the community. And a lot of people are telling me like, if only I knew, that statement alone, if only I knew
Yes.
this is how it is, that the person whom they were talking to before they started the business didn't really explain a lot. But it's
Yeah.
Okay.
possible, because sometimes some people just join the business because they believe it.
Straight,
just
yeah, yeah,
just
straight
like me,
away.
I
Yeah.
never ask question.
Yes.
I just
Just like
join.
me.
Yeah, same with me.
Same with me.
Yeah, but
But I'm
actually,
still here.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
actually, I love what you have said, Alice, and it's also what's this, Les, because like it's really true that if we are honest to our business partner,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the jive when you're working together, it will be there, and it's easy for you to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
communicate, unless
Yeah.
you're not telling the truth, then at the end of the day, they will blame you. You
Exactly.
said you like this, you promised.
Yes, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really hard. That's
true.
really hard relationship. So you have
Mhm.
to be really honest. And I actually learn that now from you. So I have to be very really honest. No, because sometimes I have this um was the hesitation to tell
Mm-hmm.
everything because
Mhm.
I'm also
No, I
thinking, yeah,
we are not encouraged, actually. We are not encouraged to tell them everything unless but unless they ask, right?
yes,
Unless they ask. If they don't ask, you don't have to tell them. But if
mhm,
they ask, you can't just say, you no, you need to move on to the next step in order for you to
yeah,
know everything about it. And I don't like that. Even I can direct them to move on to the next step, but I would rather answer their questions before they
Mm-hmm.
move on to the next step. Rather, so I don't know. Even for me, I have one right now. We've been talking for a week. He's been asking so many. He's very, yeah, he's very, very interested, but he
Mm-hmm.
just
yeah,
wanted to make sure if
sure,
the business
yes,
is real. And
Mm.
you know what? If the time comes that he decided to join, he will know everything already, like literally.
yes. But that's okay. That's good enough. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, and that I'm fine with that. Yeah.
yes, that's all right because like it also benefits you and he will also
Yes,
benefits from it. I mean,
because the
means
trust is there already.
yes, that's what. And then you have the rapport already, so when you work, it will be easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
just really love it, so I think I'll also put that in one of my recipe because I mean every guest that we have here in our talk, we always have the recipe, so I'm always telling, okay, then I'll
Mm-hmm.
take a note of that. Yeah, but it's really nice, Alice. It's true because like I know what everyone actually, even us, right, when we first started
Mm-hmm.
this business, we have this anxiety that we are always scared to take the risk because we're
Oh
thinking
yeah,
about our money, right? It's our
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
money. It's not just, it's a hard earned money that we're talking about here.
yeah.
But then if you have learned everything and you know what you're gonna get after, the benefits,
Yeah.
the lifetime, the future, that I mean
Exactly.
the legacy that you can give to your children, it was
Yes.
actually worth
It's
it. It's so worth
Yeah.
it.
very, yeah.
So it's really nice. I hope everyone who are listening to us, and then they can, because they've been asking, and if I could only spill everything, I know we cannot show even the monetary and everything, but then it's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's really nice.
You know
Yeah.
what? Um, I sh- I show them because some people are asking for, have you made money yet?
Yes.
And then they
Yes.
want proof. And
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I show them proof.
True.
I have
Yeah.
pictures. I seriously have pictures of my checks.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, but of course, I cover the important details,
Yes.
but
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
yeah.
show them I'll show them the amount of how much I got in, November, December,
Yeah.
October.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, and like I said, that's just when they ask for it. You don't
Yeah.
have to show it if they don't ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyway, because of that, and we know we have reached a lot of milestone now. With that good recipe that you have given us today, what else do you think the good advice that you can give to any young entrepreneurs? Because we have a
Mhm.
lot of online businesses going on around, and everyone are
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so yeah, so scared to take a risk right now,
Yeah.
but there are so many aspiring, to become successful, become an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
What do you think the good advice you can give them?
It's okay to be skeptical.
Mm,
It's
exactly.
normal to
Yeah.
be skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not skeptical, then you are not interested.
Yes.
You are not afraid. If you are not afraid to try, then you are not really trying to change what, maybe you are just contented with what you are right now. So you are not so keen and eager to try something different. But if you really want change and it is really something that you are looking for, it's okay to ask questions. Ask questions. That's your only key, really. Like, even if you are not 100%, even if you are just curious and you don't have plans on doing anything or joining the business, ask questions. It might be the kind of business you never thought you were looking for,
True.
because
Yes.
sometimes you never thought, oh, I this is what I've been looking for. I just didn't know that that's how you are running the business,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
just because they don't understand. If you won't be able to understand if you don't ask questions. So I always encourage everyone, ask questions even if you are not interested to join. And especially for young entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, imagine what are we right now? Where are we right now? Almost everything is moving online.
True.
So
True.
yes, there are still physical stores. Yes, there are, but where are they? They are starting to utilize,
Yeah.
leverage the internet to their advantage. Why can't you? You already have, especially young entrepreneurs here right now. They have all the best devices, like, the
True.
latest and the
True.
best devices,
Latest. Yes.
right? And it's the latest and they have it. Leverage it. You already paid for your devices. You already have it.
Mm-hmm.
Use it,
Yeah.
and make money out of it. So,
Mm-hmm.
it, like I said, it's
So
okay
true.
to be skeptical. It's okay to be scared, and it's normal. And it's good if you are scared, because you know that it's something that, that it's something that might potentially uh be an opportunity for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
True. True that.
So true.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I burnt out there. Sorry. So with all those, what would be your words of encouragement or words of wisdom that you could share with us?
Nothing much. Nothing much really, because everyone everyone wants different things. I
Mm-hmm.
I myself wants to stay at home, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time earn a revenue, make money, help with the household expenses. It
Mm-hmm.
depends on what do you want? What do you
Mm-hmm.
really want? I think that's where the question falls. What do you
Mm-hmm.
want? If you want a lifestyle like us, then this is an opportunity for you to have that lifestyle. But if you want to work for other people and make other people rich, then that's your choice. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. True.
uh, because like for some, they just wanted to go out just because they want to escape whatever they have at home. Well, in this business, you can still go out and do your business. I don't know.
Anywhere.
If you are in
Yeah.
New Zealand, then maybe, right?
Yeah.
I bring my business with me everywhere. And that's the beauty of this business. You can bring it everywhere as long as you have internet connection, as long as you have your smartphone, your laptop. You can bring this business everywhere. So I don't know if that doesn't, if I don't know if that doesn't spark some interest in you.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't, then that's on you. That's
We
your
cannot
loss. We
do
are
anything.
enjoying,
Yes.
right? We
True.
are enjoying, we are
Yeah,
It's
and
your
enjoying
apart
the
from that,
choice.
benefits of this business.
Yeah.
yeah, and apart from that, it doesn't demand too much of your time.
No,
Yes.
Yeah,
no. Well,
Yes.
just an
for the
hour or
first,
two of your day,
yeah,
or it's not even 1 to 2 hours straight. It's even
Yes.
staggered.
exactly.
Any time
Yeah,
of
it's
the
a
day
staggered.
on your spare time.
Yes.
It doesn't
Yeah,
have to be,
absolutely.
it's on your own pace. So it doesn't have to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
be now
But
you do not.
I
Yeah.
just
Sorry.
would like to clarify that in your first maybe month or two, of
Oh
course,
yeah.
you have to sit down
Yes.
and
Yes.
familiarize the business. Otherwise, you won't be able to run it if you are
Mm-hmm.
not familiar with it. But once you are familiar with the business, you don't need the 8 hours that you used to spend.
Mm-hmm.
You just need, and even if you just started, you don't even need to sit down for 8 hours. Even if you're very new, you can
Yeah.
still do maybe 2 hours, 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then once your business is already settled, then you can
Yeah.
do 1 hour, a
Yeah.
staggered 1 hour.
Yeah. True that.
Yes.
Yeah, you
So
just have to
true.
give yourself time, of course, to to learn the
Absolutely.
ropes. Yeah. You just have to
Yes.
Yeah.
be coachable. Yeah.
Yes, because
Exactly.
our business, we have the training, we have the guide, 24
Mm-hmm.
hours we can access it.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime if you're busy, it's okay. It won't go. It's there. So
Uh-huh.
you can
It's just right
access it.
there. It's not
That's the
going
good
anywhere.
thing about this business, right? So you can just go through it whenever you're free,
Mm-hmm.
when on
Mm-hmm.
your spare time. You can do it anytime you want. You
Yeah.
can bring it along with you if you're traveling, if you're on the
Yeah,
train,
absolutely.
on bus, on wherever
Mm-hmm.
you are, on the beach. That's the benefits actually of this
Mm-hmm.
one of the benefits of this business, because
This
it's so
business. Yeah.
flexible, so portable,
Very.
so
Mm-hmm.
doable. So please
Yes, you just have to, yeah, like what I
check it
said, just
out.
give yourself time. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, if the three of us have sparked just a little bit of interest, then you can just check out check out the business for yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can just watch our webinar. It's for free.
It's free.
Yes.
We have the live one twice a week. And if you happen to miss those, we have the replays that's available
Yes.
Yeah.
instantly, that you can just,
Yes.
watch and then come back later if you don't have enough time to watch it.
Yeah.
It's only 90 minutes though. But yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, we have those access. You can have access to those if you want to learn more. So yeah,
Yeah.
there really is no excuse.
No excuse. And you know what, if you don't have time to watch the webinar, then this business is not for you. And let's just, and that's the reality. To start this business, you have to watch that webinar, so you have an idea of what the business
Mhm.
is all about.
True.
That's where we lay out everything, what we do, how we do it, and how you can partner with us. And if you don't have time for us, then this business is not for you. But if you can spare 90 minutes of your time, it doesn't have to be a straight 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Just like Leslie said, you can watch 30 minutes at a time. Just go
Mm-hmm.
back and now rewatch it again, and that's okay. And that's
Yeah.
Yes.
okay, and that's how we do it.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah.
You just need to
Yay.
watch, because that's how we started.
Yeah.
Just by watching the
Mm-hmm.
webinar.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's where it all started.
that's the
Just
history.
with the webinar, and then right after, let's
Yeah.
go. Right. So, my God, that was a really great sharing session. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Alice, for
Thank
sharing
you
all
so
those
much,
golden
No,
nuggets
Alex.
with
thank
us.
you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much. We
joining
really
us
No.
today.
appreciate Yeah, we really
All right.
appreciate you coming on with us on our live session today.
Of
So,
course.
yeah. Is there anything else you want to add, Alice, Pinky?
If you're still not convinced, if you are still
Mm-hmm.
not convinced, do your due diligence.
Uh-huh.
Diligence.
Search for it. Like I said, ask
Yes.
questions, and after you ask your questions, search for it. Look for it everywhere. It's in the internet. It's not a secret. You just have
Yes,
to
true.
ask what it is.
Yes,
So
you
do your
can
due
search for it,
diligence.
So true.
stalk us.
Yeah.
Our our website is down there, and
Yeah.
you can stalk me, you can stalk Pinky, you can stalk Alice. You can watch what we've been doing. Our Facebook
Exactly.
and business pages are an open book. So yeah, you can search for us there. Right. So before we end this episode, I would like to say that next Saturday will be our last episode for the year, and
Yes.
we
For
will
this.
be yes, and
Oh.
we will be coming back early next year because of the holiday rush.
Oh,
Yes,
holidays. Yes.
yeah, and though it's the last, of course, it's definitely not the least. Of
Yes.
course, we will have then a very very special guest that both Pinky and I were looking forward to having. And
Mm-hmm.
after that session, we will be tweaking our sessions a little bit. And with those tweaks, what those tweaks are, we will be announcing
Surprise.
before the year ends. It's not really goodbye, it's just see you later. Yes. So, once again, thank you so much, Alice, for joining us.
No.
And of course,
Thank
thank you again,
you.
partner Pinky. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. And of course, stay tuned again for next week for another episode of Saturdays with
Pinky.
and Leslie. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank
you.
you.
Bye, guys.